Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hello, Truth and Reason. Longtime Cleveland Browns fan here since 1980. And all I got to say is we're going into the bye week. Kevin Stefanski and Dillon Gabriel got 2 weeks to prepare for the Jets defense. They come out flat, scoring 10 points and can't throw for over 200 yards. I think the time is done for both. We need to move forward and have Shador Sanders the starter. And I'm sorry for this, coach, but your time may be done. Thank you.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Spencer, the other thing unstated is the Jets are not a good football team. So, yeah, they need to come out and score some points.
Yeah, it's funny. I went into the bye week sort of thinking, you know what? There's no way this team's going to lose to the Jets off a bye. Kevin Stefanski's teams usually play pretty well off of a bye week. They'll figure it out. They'll take a week to get off their feet and sort of relax a little bit, and temperature will die down for a little bit. And then it also kind of hit me all of a sudden on Sunday that the Jets were also on a bye this week. So I don't know what that means in terms of like leveling the playing field, but when you got two teams coming off a bye, one that also was coming off a pretty emotional win, and one that was coming off a pretty bad loss with that wasted a historic day by their best player. I don't know what that kind of does in terms of vibes around a game going into week 10 here. But it certainly is an interesting conversation. But yeah, this game's going to be massive. It's going to feel like the Dolphins game again a couple weeks ago, where you kind of go into it and you're like, all right, this is one of those kind of reality check, gut check games for the Browns and for Kevin Stefanski. Like if you lose to this team, what does it say about your team? And could the locker room start to splinter if you lose that game? I'd like sitting here today. I think they'll be fine because I think the Jets are a worse football team than the Cleveland Browns, and I don't know what their offense is going to be able to do against the Browns defense. But we have seen this Jets offense, put up some big numbers in spots against teams this year, and sort of be able to, them scoring 30 points against the Bengals is not that surprising because everyone can score 30 points against the Bengals except the Browns apparently. So I think they have the advantage because of that. But yeah, like this is a big test for them to sort of set the tone for the rest of the season and prove that they're not like the worst team in football right now. And maybe that's enough to save jobs at the end of the season if they just beat those teams, because there's three more of them on the schedule. The Jets, the Raiders, and the Titans are all games that I think the Browns are going to go into and people are going to feel like they should win. Somehow the Browns are underdogs, I guess, because they're on the road this weekend. But yeah, it's an interesting situation with all that stuff sort of mounting around them going into week 10 against a Jets team that is obviously not a very good football team, just like the Browns are.